I can't do it without a radio in front of me, but once I get there, I can. And I am still confused by the fact that turning on the tone, which tone you're using, and what the frequency of the tone are all in different places and not right next to each other. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Gotta ask an engineer.
W8HRF.
Well, there's an engineer. Go ahead.
It's the manager's fault. That's all I have to say about that. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Nick.
Well, good afternoon, Josh. That was weird. So I don't know if Nick was doubling with you or somebody, but somebody was doubling with you there, but I heard you over them.
Yeah, it sounded like someone was keying up with Josh at the same time. Hey, Josh, how you doing, man? Back to you, D.
W8WKY.
All right, very good there. Well, good to hear everybody out there today. Josh, are you going to stick around for the net here?
I might be able to check in. I think I'll be in the car at the time that the net starts. But we have an appointment around 1:15, so we'll be very short time, that's for sure. We're going in to see if the baby is still doing good. It's the second ultrasound, and we're going to find out if it's a boy or a girl. So that'll be exciting. I'm also dropping off the Forerunner at the same time, right beforehand, because it has a problem with the water pump. So hopefully they'll be able to get that fixed for us, and I won't be leaking coolant all over my driveway anymore. So it's one of those weeks. So hope you guys are doing well. Over to you, Nick.
It's Groundhog Day for me all over again, Josh. So, actually, I managed to get a 3-hour nap in after the barometer net this morning, so I'm feeling pretty chipper. And good luck with all of your tasks and adventures today, Josh.
Go ahead, Dustin.
All right, sorry there, Josh. I got a text message and got distracted. So there you go. I was thinking about you last night. When I see you at the club meeting, I've got this DVD for you. So I'm excited to give that to you. But you gentlemen go ahead and carry on. I've got to run down the hall here before the net starts. But I'm going to throw you at the top of the list, mobile, in a short time. So I'll get to you there first thing, Josh. I don't know who's up, but carry on, gentlemen. This is KD8EPC, clear until net.
AA8CS with my 1 penny worth.
Good afternoon, Gary. Go ahead.
Well, what I think is that's my 1 penny worth. That's all I got. Just wanted to say hi, you guys. I again saw the S meter bouncing. Thought I'd jump in and say hi before the net starts. Anyway, that's all I got. Just me being me. And I'm not sure who takes it, but carry on. This is AA8CS.
I'll steal it back. All right, fine business, Dustin. We'll talk to you in a little bit here during the net, and we'll talk to you during the beacon net tonight. And thanks for the well wishes with all our tasks, Nick. Should go well. And I don't remember what else. Oh, and Dustin, I will be at the next club meeting, so I'm looking forward to the DVDs. So thank you. And Gary, good to hear you. I am almost destinated, so I'm going to have to hop out of here. But thanks for jumping in and giving us your 1 penny's worth. I appreciate that. Maybe we'll hear you on the net. So, and thanks for stopping by on my Hour of the Boredom Breaker net this past Saturday. That was fun. So, anyways, I'm going to throw it over to Nick, and then I'm going to say 7-3 here because I'm about to pull in. So, KD8SLG AA8CS. This is W8HRF. 7-3, guys.
W8HRF. Talk to you later, Josh. Have a good day. And once again, Godspeed and everything today. And AA8CS, KD8SLG. It's been hours, Gary. How you doing?
Yeah, it has been hours, hasn't it? I heard that you got a 3-hour nap in. That's better than a 3-hour tour. Yeah, for sure. So you're chipper. That's good. That's a great adjective to describe you. And that's real good news. That's real good news. Oh man, yeah. So last night's that had to be the worst net that I have. I mean, me. I'm talking about me, not the net. But me. That was probably my worst net that I've ever conducted. I was off. Never got my cadence. Never got it. Just never got in the flow. And I don't know. It just was what it was. But we did end up with, let's see, Tuesday night net, 44 contacts. That's not too awfully bad, I guess, considering I talk too much on top of everything else. Over to you, Nick. KD8SLG, AA8CS.
Nobody knows about last night except for you, Gary. It sounded fine. I did have a bunch of QRM, and whoever's targeting our mark is just childish. What are you going to do? There was quite a bit of QRM at the beginning, too. Someone was trying to key up over you, but you were pushing through. Keep that power cranked up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this 7100 does on 2 meters. I'm thinking about 60 watts maybe. And I do have a pretty decent 2-meter 440 antenna outside. So, yeah, I would think it would take quite a bit to knock me off RF-wise, but who would want to do that? Anyway, I did enjoy the barometer net this morning. That was a lot of fun. Discussing an adjective for the barometer net. We came up with a whole bunch of them. Waggish, whimsical, wild and woolly, wacky, wonderful. Just a whole bunch of stuff. It was kind of interesting. I kind of enjoyed that. I'm curious as what Fred's going to do with it next week. We'll see how all that works out. Anyway, we're back to Terrific Thursday, thoroughly Terrific Thursday tomorrow. So looking forward to that as well. If morning just wasn't so early, I don't understand why morning has to be so early. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Never has, actually. Back to you, Nick. KD8SLG, AA8CS.
You know, Gary, if we called morning night and night morning, then you would hate nights. Just saying. You know, a rose by any other name, right? Yeah, we did have fun this morning. We had so much fun this morning, in fact, I forgot to take my 6 o'clock meds. So at the end of the net at 8 o'clock, I realized that, and that's why I got such a nice nap in, I think. I took advantage of the full brunt of the medication, if you will. Did have plans for late this morning, though, so missed those completely, but I'll miss plans to get an extra hour of sleep.
NADI Mobile.
And speaking Speaking of the devil, in he walks. In ADI to take it, AAHCS. How you doing, Jason? Good to hear you this morning.
Well, you know, I have a little bit of radio time here in the morning instead of rolling out of bed and rolling right back into work. I've tried a number of times over the years to listen to the radio during work, and I end up with a situation of I have to take a call or make a call or have a meeting, and I just turn it on and turn it off, turn it on, and I just leave up turning it off and like, oh, I'm not bothering with this anymore. So it is kind of nice to hear when I have some time. I'm actually heading home from the First Energy World headquarters. Actually taking the afternoon off. I'm actually going to meet with my financial planner guy this afternoon. I got to print out some papers and get ready for that. And but then I'll be back at it tomorrow. I did buy one of those inexpensive Quanshang HT, and I've got that out of my office. I can't remember if I sent you guys the picture or not. I've got the Quanshang on its base, sitting right between the Kodan HF radio and the Dragon Pactor modem that sits on my desk.
Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Lima Alpha from Metropolitan Brewster, Ohio.
Go ahead, Neil. And Jason, Quafang? Did you have to pay a tariff? I wonder. Anyway, go ahead, Neil.
AHCS WD8LLA. I just want to say good morning to all of you guys are the nerve center of the SARA Club, and I'm usually gone or not here or we're headed out, so I just wanted to say hi while I got the whole group together, Nick and Dustin and everybody on there. Gary, 73, I just wanted to say hi.
I'll grab it again. WD8LLA, AAHCS, along with NADI and KD8SLG. Yeah, you got it all. You got the brain trust here. Yeah. Well, together, I'm not sure. Separately, brain trust, I don't know. We'll see how it works. Yeah. I heard this morning Russ got a new Bofang. Super whammy-dine Bofang, I understand. So that was nice to hear from him. Nick, take it away, and let's see what's going on. I'm thinking Neil just wanted to say howdy. We'll see if he's still hangs around in the rotation. Go ahead, Nick. AHCS on this end.
KD8SLG returning. Yeah, Jason, you sent us a photo of that Quanshang. The multi-mode radios are kind of cool, with all the, get aircraft and a few other things on those. They're pretty groovy for that. Just like I program up all the Baofungs as soon as I get them. I don't know if that's one that you can program by Bluetooth or get the Bluetooth attachment, but you can do pretty cool things with those little handy talkies, that's for sure. I'm on one of those Anytone 878 ones, and these are fine radios for sure. I did have a mix-up with my Yaesu VX6R. I got it shooting out a DTMF tone every time I keyed up, and it took me days to figure out that I had to press one button to do so. Turn it back off. Good to hear you, Jason. And Neil as well. I think Neil's up. Let's see if he's got anything else to say. WD8LLA, KD8SLG. Go, Neil.
WD8LLA. Good afternoon, Nick. Oh, I don't have a whole lot here. I'm getting ready to do the usual, watch TV, and I've been trying to work with Gary, WC8W, down at the nursing home. He's only a couple blocks from me, but I think he's going to go to the Maslin meeting with me Friday night. I'm hoping to make our meeting. I've had this bluish sinus infection for over a month. I finally throated that, and I'm back. I had antibiotics to cut down on my beer and tequila, and that don't make me happy. Anyhow, everything's gone good here in Brewster. Supposed to be a bad ice storm late tonight, tomorrow morning, so be careful out there driving. God bless everybody. 73, I'm going to sign here. My wife, we got to go get groceries.
All right, well, good talking to you, Neil. Stay warm and don't slide on the ice like other people we know. Keep a firm footing and remember to let go if it's starting to pull you down. So, good talking to you. Yeah, the Quan, not the Bluetooth one. That's the Tide Radio or TID Radio, or I don't know how people are pronouncing it. I looked at that one too, but I was really looking for something that I could just leave in my office and really not care about it at all. Because all of my nice HTs I like to have at home for when I'm doing something or testing something. I didn't want to be like, oh, I forgot this at work, or carry it back and forth. So I was like, what's the nicest low-end radio that I can purchase that'll have good audio for FM, and I can just stick it in its little holder and let it sit there, and whatever happens to it, happens to it. So I ended up with the Quan Shang. I think it's programmed for like 4 repeaters, and that's all it does is it just sits there. So that is its lot in life anyway. Over to you, Gary. AA8CS NADI.
All right, Jason. I was looking for the picture. I don't think I got it. Unless it was a long time ago, as I scrolled through stuff. I don't know if it was, did you send it via text or was that email? Go ahead.
If I sent it to you and Nick, it would have been about 2 weeks ago in Texas, probably. I've got it sitting right next to the big hardened piece of that Codan emergency radio that I have for work. There was a factor of multiple zeros involved in cost difference. But yeah, I've got it nestled in there as a joke.
All right. I was just curious. I got one of those TID radios, TIDI radios, or whatever they call them. I have 2 of them, as a matter of fact. One is totally black; it's a black case. The other one has a clear case, which I thought was kind of clever. And they weren't very expensive; they were about $80. I let Josh use one for the last fox hunt that we did, and he said it worked pretty good. So I don't even, I bought that because Dorsey was talking about them, and yeah, you can program it with your via Bluetooth with your cell phone. Kind of cool. Anyway, that's that. TID radio, so we'll see how that plays out in the future. They're in pretty good shape. They weren't that expensive. Even if I did pay an extra 10% tariff on it, I just tickle myself sometimes. But yeah, no, that's. I guess there's a niche for it, I assume. Over to you, Nick. KD8SLG with NADI. This is AA8CS.
This is KD8SLG, guys. We are rolling right up on the hard start for the Boredom Breaker Net, which is actually in about 45 seconds. So I'm going to jump off of here and get out of Dustin's way. AA8CS, NADI, WDLI, KD8SLG. Talk to you guys later.
that time. At 80I clear.
Roger, roger. AA8CS clear.
KD5ENU, stand by to the Boredom Breaker Net. KD5ENU.
Hey, you folks that just said you are clearing, you can stick around, just listen, they'll call for check-ins, KSFQV.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Dustin, my call sign is KD80PC, and I'll be net control for the first hour today. The Boredom Breaker Net meets every day at noon Central Time on the RCWA repeater Allstar node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Arkansas, Virginia, and various other repeaters. We ask you to key for a couple seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations waiting to check into the Boredom Breaker Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KD5ENU, Kilo Delta 5 Echo November Uniform, Claremore, Oklahoma.
Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar, AB8MO, short time.
KE8YPY, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Papa Yankee, Henry in Kent.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC, Fred, Akron.
Just put me down, Nick, Dustin, somewhere, KCFQV.
Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra Gary in Fairlawn.
Alpha India 5 Hotel Victor Greg in Broken Arrow.
Kilo Charlie 5 Romeo Bravo Golf KC5 G Shannon in Tulsa.
November Tango 8 Delta NT8D Dave in Copley.
All right, what a nice orderly list of check-ins. Let me tell you who I have. I have W8HRF Josh in the mobile short time, KD5ENU Gil, I have AB8MO at the lunch table, K8YPY Henry, I have WA8KOC Fred, KC8FQV Northern Mark, AA8CS our fearless leader Gary, AI5HV Greg, and KI5EVE Miss Judy. I have KC5 Real Big Guns, my good friend Shannon, and NT8D Dave. Let's start here with our mobiles. W8HRF, if you're still there, go ahead.
KD80PC, W8HRF here. Thanks for giving me a call here, Dustin. Appreciate it. We are almost to our destination, but you caught us at the perfect time. Got the car all dropped off, and hopefully they'll be able to fix all of our problems. So that'll be good. And I'm going to let Lucy say hi real quick.
Are you pushing up?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, that's handy. Hi, everybody. Hope you have a good net. Definitely stay on the warm side of the door if you can, because it's cold. It doesn't look cold, but it's cold. That's my 2 cents for today. K8YUK, back to W8HRF, or...
We'll talk to you later, Dustin, tonight on the Beacon Net. W8HRF, back to KD80PC. Thanks, Dustin.
All right, thanks you, both of you out there. Good luck at the appointment today, and we'll catch you down the log real soon. Let's go over to the land of snow and maple syrup, AB8MO. Andy, how are you?
KD80PC from AB8MO. Yep, sitting at the lunch table, got my usual turkey and a ham sandwich with a banana and a granola bar. So, snow is melting. We are seeing grass. That happened on our 50-degree day. We finally saw the grass. So, hopefully that trend will continue, and the sap buckets are going to go up here real soon, too. Early February is when they start putting them up. Although they put them up at Burton Square for show, basically. Most of them are just driving off. What's the word? Yeah, most of them are just like tubing or something, and it just runs to the whatever sap house that they're boiling it off. So it's very mechanized anymore. That's all I got. I'll try to catch you all tonight. And thanks for getting me in there, Dustin. KD80PC and the Boredom Breaker Net. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Well, great to hear you, and enjoy the rest of your lunch. Glad we could catch you real quick there. And, boy, we're going to stay 73 and hopefully catch you again this evening. Let's jump on over to Akron and talk to Fred, WA8KOC. How you doing there, Fred?
KD8EPC and the Boredom Breaker Net from WA8KOC. Dustin, great to hear you, buddy, and thank you for taking my check-in. I sincerely appreciate that. Hopefully you and Nick are going to have a wonderful round here this afternoon. I know there's a lot of people that are going to want to check in here, so I'm going to get out of the way real quick. But I do appreciate getting the chance to say hello to you, and we'll try and do this all again next hour with Nancy or Ray, and again this evening, early check-ins for the Beacon Net. Take good care of yourself, folks. 738 all. WA8KOC, back to net control.
All right there, Fred, WA8KOC. Well, it's just me here on the first hour today. We're letting just Nick recover and rest, and hopefully he's back sooner than later. But good to hear you this afternoon, my friend, and we'll look forward to hopefully catching you tonight. And I think you've got Nancy the second hour today, so stick around and make sure you recheck with her. We're going to say 73. I think that takes care of our mobiles, and that's going to bring us back to the top. KD5ENU, Gil, how you doing?
Well, I'm having lunch. Bologna and cheddar cheese. Got potato salad, mustard potato salad, and drink A&W root beer. So I'm in hog heaven right now. Anyway, thanks for taking me, and I hope you all are doing good over there. And everybody out there driving, be careful. Watch for the other person. They might not be as good a driver as you are. KD5ENU, back to net control. 7-3.
All right there, Gil. We'll say 73, and we'll definitely watch out for other drivers there. All right, let's go on down the list to Henry, KE8YPY. How you doing, Henry?
KE8EPC, this is KE8YPY. I'm doing good. I've been experimenting with my crystal radios lately. So, and I'm coming to you through my Yagi, which I also made. But I'll let this net go, and you guys have some fun and stay warm. This is KE8YPY 73.
All right there, Henry. Well, sounding good, and keep up the good work there with the experimentation there. I haven't played with crystal radios a lot, but I have an old ICOM sitting here that takes crystals for its channels, so there you go. We'll say 73, and good to hear you, and we'll catch you on down the log. That's going to bring me to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Take it away.
All right, yeah, KCFK. You know, I was thinking today's Tuesday or something. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, well, I think it threw me off because of Gary this morning. But, you know, not much are happening. Yeah, I heard Andrew check in this morning on the barometer net. There was some pile up there. But, yeah, we're losing snow up here, so let's send it back to net. Yeah, they need to do that, Andrew. They need to mechanize it because they ain't enough hands to get all the labor. You know, it takes a lot of labor for our vegetables and fruits and that. A lot of labor we need. Of course, they're getting a lot of machinery to handle it. So let's send it back to net, Dustin, KSFQV.
All right there, Mark. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch there on down the log. I'm going to jump down here real quick and catch Jeremy because he's on the Echolink. K8ZRY, good afternoon.
KD8 EPC, this is KE8ZRY. Good afternoon. You saying good evening. It's not that time yet. Good afternoon to you and everybody who's checked in so far. It's the first time on the Boredom Breaker Net. I will say I'm pretty bored here at work. Not much going on today, which is good because that means the kids aren't breaking their Chromebooks. But hopefully I'll be sitting here listening, and I'll catch y'all on the net tonight, the Beacon Net, and I'll pass it back over to Net Control 73.
All right there, Jeremy. Well, welcome to the Boredom Breaker Net. We do it every day at noon Central Time. That's 1 o'clock Ohio time, and you can find them on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. And if you're sticking around, make sure you stop back second hour and talk to Miss Nancy there. So we'll say 73. Have a great rest of the day there at the Big W, and we'll catch you down the log. Now we're going to go talk to our fearless leader, AA8CS Gary. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dustin, and everyone on the net. Good to be here. Had a little pre-net activity with Nick and Jason, which was fun. I need to pay more attention to the radio during the day. I think that might be a good idea. I walk by and the S meter bounces, and I turn it up, and holy cow, there's all kinds of activity going on. Always a good thing. Let's see. Really not much going on here. I just want to remind you that we certainly have a meeting coming up here in February. Should be a lot of fun. It's going to be on the 20th, and we're going to be back at the Eagles with a totally remodeled bathroom, and I'm not sure what else they did, but we'll show up and find out. So that should be good. So February 20th. Mark that on your calendars and plan to attend, and certainly bring a friend. Good to hear everybody that I talked to this morning. That was a lot of fun doing. Well, let's see, what was it? Whimsical Wednesday, Waggish Wednesday, Wild and Woolly Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday. We went through all the adjectives and certainly had a lot of fun with that. That's about it, Jason. Sorry, Dustin. We'll talk to you again real soon. Good to be here this afternoon. AA8CS, back to net.
All right there, Gary. Well, so wonderful to hear you, and that was pretty cool listening to y'all have that QSO there. I was getting ready for the net, so wonderful times there, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the meeting there. We're going to say 73 to you for now. Have a great afternoon, and I hope to catch you again this evening, maybe after beer night. We're going to say 73, and we're going to go over and talk to Greg now, AI5HV. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dustin, and everyone else on the net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor in Broken Arrow. Want to thank you for proxying in Miss Judy, Kilo India 5, Victor Victor Echo. Just got home from doing some grocery shopping, and it's about 42 degrees out there with a 96% humidity and kind of overcast, a little damp out there. Not raining, but it's just pretty damp. But anyway, doing pretty good. A lot of activities going on right now, and just hoping to get some things checked off my list by the end of the day. Hope you're having a good day so far.
Well, Greg, all is well in the world so far today. I did have to run out briefly earlier, grab some shredded cheese and some lemonade, but I've got to go actually grocery shopping like Friday. But just a couple of things for dinner tonight. Otherwise, just kind of hanging out here, and really don't plan to go anywhere the rest of the day. I think it's going to be cold, and we might even get some kind of gnarly freezing rainstorm later.
Yeah, I just remember the forecast for this week was supposed to be I thought supposed to be in pretty much the 70s all week, and we had a couple of days of that, and it was really nice. I was able to get out and do some things, and but yesterday it kind of turned off a little bit cool and damp, kind of like today is. But anyway, like I said, we're doing all pretty good. I was glad to be able to join the SARA Club Net last night. Had a whole bunch of different activities scheduled for last night, so I had to pick and choose what I wanted to participate in. But anyway, hope everyone's having a good week this week so far. Hope everyone has a blessed week for the rest of the week. And I was going to say, I should have said at the beginning, I think Nick used to always like to put Ray on line 10, and I noticed apparently I took Ray's spot in Netlogger, but anyway, they're on for line 10. Hope everyone has a great week, and just enjoy the week while you can. So with that, I'll say 7-3 and turn it back over to you. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
All right there, Greg. Well, great to hear you. And I'll tell you what, Ray is always line 10 on the beacon net. That's the official rule. Hi. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great day. Glad to hear you, and hopefully I'll hear you again this evening. And make sure you tell Miss Judy we said hello there. We're gonna say 73 to Greg, and we're gonna go talk to another good friend of mine, KC5 Real Big Guns. Shannon, how are you?
Hello, Dustin and Annette, KC5RPG, and I'm doing pretty good. Today I'm going to probably go to the indoor range and do some sighting in on a couple of guns and enjoy the wonderful time doing that, which it's one of my favorite things. So that's about all I have planned today, is just to do that. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope everyone else has such a wonderful day as well. It's a good day to do it. You know, I'm going to the indoor range, by the way. I'm not going to brave that. It's cold out there. And so yeah, that's my plans. I hope you're having a great day. It's good to hear you back on the radio there, Dustin. I missed hearing your voice, man. So you have a good rest of the net, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you tonight. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless, and 73, brother. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, wonderful to hear you out there, and good luck getting your guns sighted in there. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be at the outdoor range there, but hope all is well there. And yeah, we're glad to be back. Last Wednesday was kind of just I took the whole night off, or the whole day and night. I had some plans during the day, and the night was scheduled my night off. So kind of having a night off of radio was not too bad. I could sit there and listen to other people and enjoy myself there. So we enjoy the net, but every now and again it's nice to have our day off. Great to hear you, my friend. Have a great afternoon. Stay warm, and let's try to catch up and have a nice QSO real soon. We're going to say 73, and that's going to bring me over to Copley now. NT8D Dave, how you doing?
Hi there, Dustin. Everybody on the net. I'm doing okay. I got a weird flipped around day, and I'm like off in the middle of the day today, so it's just I'm feeling like out of the groove, and so I'm eating some leftover homemade beef stroganoff. Like I found it like an original like Russian recipe made with like mustard and sour cream and allspice and stuff like that. So I made some homemade noodles and some stroganoff, and that really kind of warmed me up this afternoon. And I got a few things I need to do bookkeeping-wise, and I was trying to figure out what else I needed to do today, and I think RGV just tipped the scale. I think I'm going to go down over to Barberton and practice with my new green laser. Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate the flipping the coin for me. It's going to be a pleasant afternoon, and sorry I missed you there this morning there, Gary. It's Wednesday, so something must have been going on. But again, I got a flipped around schedule today. You guys have a good second hour. If I can check in on the second hour, I will. But if not, say hi. Back to you there, Dustin. NT8D and Copley.
W8WKY.
All right there, Dave. Well, great to hear you, and enjoy your practicing there with the green laser. We'll say 73 to you. Have a great afternoon, and maybe we'll catch you again later on this evening. Well, let's go over and talk to Mr. Ray now, K5 CFY. Good afternoon.
KD8 EPC in the net, K5 CFY. Good afternoon there, Mr. Dustin. Definitely appreciate you doing the first hour on wonderful Wednesday, or all the other great things we came up with on the barometer net this morning. By the way, it was great to hear all of the great net controllers from the Silver Creek Amateur Radio Club on here today. We got Josh and Lucy and Andy. It's been a while since I heard Andy on there, but and Gary and Dave. It's good to hear all you guys up there. Not much going on here. It's like Greg said, it's kind of yucky outside today, 42 degrees, but at least it ain't going to be doing, I heard some nasty stuff going on up there in Ohio tonight after midnight, so you guys be careful, stay safe, and I'll be listening. Back to you there, Dustin. Have a great nap. K5 CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, thanks so much for joining us today, and thanks so much for covering for me last Wednesday when I had other things going on. I really appreciate that there. We're going to say 73 to you. Have a great afternoon, and hopefully I'll catch you again later on this evening. This is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I picked up a couple off the list here, or off the blue screen. I have N5 VLZ Daryl and KI5 TAY all day long Alan, but I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
This is Kilo Charlie 8, Mike Romeo Charlie, Bob in Oakwood Village. I'm going to be in and out for the day. Have a nice net. 7-3.
This is November 3, Mike Delta Charlie in 3 MDC, Mike in Salem.
This is Kilo Delta 4, Yankee Victor Victor, KD4 YVV, Jeff in Virginia.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo, KE8 UIB, John in Ohio.
All right, what a nice orderly list of check-ins. We have N5 VLZ Daryl, KI5 TAY all day long, Alan. KC8 MRC, Bob was in and out. We have N3 MDC Michael. I have KD4 YVV Jeff in Virginia, and I have KE UIB John at the Big W. Let's start here with John, KE UIB. Good afternoon. How are you?
KD8 EPC from KD8 UIB. Good afternoon, Dustin. Everybody out there on the net on this wonderful Wednesday, and all just working away here in good old Hartville, and we're halfway through the week, so that's always a great thing, and I'm just cutting away, listening to the net, and can't really ask for much anything else. With that, you guys, this is K8UIB. I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control. Thanks for running the net, Dustin. 7-3, y'all.
All right there, John. Well, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to stop and say hello to us. We really appreciate it there. So we're going to flick another nickel in the jar there. We'll say 73 and have a great afternoon. And that's going to bring me up here to Daryl, N5VLZ. Good afternoon.
All right, let's try this thing again. Our computer, KD8 EPC in the net from N5VLZ, Daryl, Little Rock. Almost didn't make it in today because just had the classic PB&J for lunch. That just tastes good to me right now, and I don't have to really cook anything. But the anti-anxiety meds I take with it, it makes me groggy. And so I checked into the Handy Hams net earlier, but went ahead and decided I wanted to check in here too. I got today, Wednesday, Thursday are my off nights for the nets during the week. But otherwise, I'm doing 8 nets during the week. 3 of them for QCWA, one on trains, one on puns, and then one for the Arklatex region. It was on this day back in 2008 where an EF4 122-mile-long tornado went through northwest and north-central Arkansas. 14 people died that tragic day. And they are starting Skywarn spotter training in this part of the country. I saw up in the Appalachians, West Virginia, they've got, and Pennsylvania, ice storm warnings. That is never good. So just having to watch that. I still have my plans going to Wichita, Kansas on Hamvention weekend because I can't afford to go to Xenia. But for a meeting with the QCWA up there, get a free lunch at Walt's East, then going to Shreveport for their Hamfest August 9th, Huntsville, Alabama for their Hamfest August 16 and 17, and Albuquerque for their Hamfest September 19, 2021. For all 3 of the Hamfests, I will be in my train conductor's outfit. So I know they're going to have at least 1 camera there at Huntsville, possibly 2. Let me reset. Stand by for more. I don't know. That's not what church is. Let's just, right now it says, I am the conductor. Let's just assume everything I say is right. Hi. And as I posted in Netlogger, and for those who aren't on it, the groundhog will always see his shadow because of the camera lights. There's going to be 6 more weeks of winter, and then spring is around the corner. And Phil is divorced. His ex-wife, Phyllis, went down to Florida because Phil is a pathological liar, and he said his new girlfriend, Felicia, is about to find that out. Hi. But it's going to be in the 80s here on Saturday, and 24 hours later, it's going to be in the 30s. I mean, it's got a lot of people be shocked for that. One model is saying we're going to have snow here, another one just a cold rain, so we'll have to see. Folks can go to my bio on QRZ, click on the hyperlink. It's an HTTP link, not HTTPS, but click on that. You can get a list of D-Star, D-Rats, and Echolink nets in the 4 U.S. time zones in Excel or PDF format, plus ham radio PDF file. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for picking me up. And the thing that one station, like I said, they don't use ITU phonetics. That just drives me up the wall because you can't understand it otherwise. So anyway, everybody take care. We'll catch you down the log. Let's see. KD8 EPC in the net from N5VLZ. Daryl, Little Rock. Back to net.
All right there, Daryl. Well, thanks for stopping by and enjoy those upcoming Hamfests. And sorry you can't make Xenia. I missed it last year, but I think I will try to make it again this year. We're going to say 73D, and that's going to bring me down to Alan, KI5DAY all day long. How are you, Alan, and how's Larry?
KI5DAY and Larry, please. KI5DAY and then he's doing good, as you can tell. He just had some marshmallows. But anyways, I'm just sitting here chilling out. I had to get up early to go get tires on my Jeep today. Man, I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep. That's all right. We'll make up for it when we go to work. It'll be a nice, busy, hard day crawling around on my knees in the cargo fixing the airplane, but that'll make up for it. Yeah. least it'll wake me up. Sitting here drinking a cup of coffee. I was over there playing on HF, hitting some POTA stations and a few others, and decided I would jump over here. I rarely get to sit down here at the desk and play during the day on this. I'm usually doing other things, but here we is today, so I thought I would check in with your hour. And good to hear you out there. It beats the alternative. It could have been Ray or Alex, God forbid, so it's you. So I'm glad I got in here hi on your hour, and we'll try to catch Nancy's as well. Unless the second hour is so busy I can't get in, but we'll give it a shot. I'll probably be mobile, but hope everybody's doing well. And I'll say 73 for now, KI5DAY.
All right there, Alan. Well, maybe you can find a cozy spot in the cargo hold and catch yourself a couple of Z's this evening. We're going to say 73 to you. Have a great day, and we'll catch you there on down the log. That's going to bring me over to N3MDC. Michael, how you doing?
W8WKY.
Doing great, Dustin. I did walk Luca today. It wasn't too cold this morning, but we're bracing for some weather coming later on. Supposed to come sometime this week or next week, but hopefully it won't come around Valentine's Day because I got plans. I'm going to take my mom out for dinner because, like I said, Popio, I got some gift cards. Tulu got me a gift card to Outback Steakhouse for Christmas, and I got one for another restaurant. So I'm going to take my mom out for dinner next week. I got a rotisserie chicken yesterday from Harris Teeter, so we're going to have leftovers for dinner tonight, leftover baked beans and potato salad, so I won't have to worry about going down to the store today. So got dinner already prepared for tonight, but Dustin, I'm getting ready to get my mom up and get her breakfast going, so have a good week, Dustin. We'll talk next time. N3MDC clear.
All right there, Michael. Well, good to hear you. Hopefully the weather cooperates for you, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. Well, let's go over and talk to Jeff in Virginia now, KD4YVV. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hopefully it sounds like I may have solved part of my problem on transmission, and the location where I'm normally at has changed because of earth tilt. I know it sounds strange, but anyway, it does have a lot to do with it. And so I decided to come back in the original location where I originally talk on, and so hopefully I'm in there. And besides that rat predicting weather, you know, if you go to, I can't believe it, I forget the name of it, but if you go and, I know what it's called. Anyway, if you go up there, that rat says that we're going to have early spring. Woodstock, that's it. That Woodstock, I like him. But anyway, outside, I don't believe none of that garbage. I go outside and I look at nature, and that's it. So that's pretty much it. Dustin, you take care of yourself, and we'll catch you another time. KD4YVV, back over to you.
All right there, Jeff. Well, great to hear you out there today. And, yeah, you know, regardless, we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. But there you go. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you on down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8, BZA, Eric in Cleveland, Ohio.
KD8EPC, this is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, Nick in Ohio.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5 OZZ, The Odds, Pegs, Oklahoma.
Virginia.
KJ5 JDU, Joe, West Memphis, Arkansas.
All right, let me hold it up right there real quick. There's a couple there I missed right towards the end. The first one, there was a station from Virginia. All I heard was Virginia. Would you key for a couple of seconds and give me your call a couple times? One more time there, station from Virginia. All I heard was Virginia. Will you come back with your call, please? All right, nothing heard there. Then that last station, all I heard was Joe. Joe, would you come back twice with your call, please?
KJ5, JEU, Joe in West Memphis, Arkansas.
All right, Joe, one more time phonetically, please. I'm having a hard time. My ears just aren't quite picking it up.
Kilo, Juliet, 5, Juliet, Delta, uniform. Handle is Joe, and I'm in West Memphis, Arkansas.
All right, thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Sometimes it just takes me a second, so those phonetics really help. I appreciate that. We'll be right back to you. Let me tell you who we picked up, though. I have KD8VZA Eric, KD5AFS Grant, KD8SLG Just Nick, KI5OZZ Miss Nancy, and then I have Joe, KJ5JDU. Let's start right up here at the top with Eric, KD8VZA. Good afternoon.
KD8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA, I'm at the Big W here in Cleveland, Ohio, and just taking a late lunch, and I thought, well, heck, let me try out DV Switch. I followed Jason's wonderful instructions, and apparently it's working. So, anywho, it's nice to hear people on this net. I barely get to check in, but I'm certainly hearing things that I'd rather be doing, like making some beef stroganoff with Dave and heading to the range with Shannon there. But I'm sitting here contemplating building a ham shack under my desk. If you've ever seen the episode of Seinfeld where George built a little bedroom under his desk, I like to build something like that, but, outfit it with ham gear. Just thinking, spitballing here. Anyway, good to hear everybody. 73 to all. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Just make sure you don't leave any ticking clocks in there. That's all we ask. Hi. If you do build an under-desk ham station, ham shack, you better send us all some good pictures there. We're going to say 73, and we're going to jump back on over to Oklahoma and talk to Grant. KD5AFS, good afternoon, Grant. What are you smoking?
KD8EPC, KD5AFS. Good afternoon, Dustin, and everybody else out there. You should have asked me that Sunday, Dustin. I did 2 racks of ribs, sausage, and threw a few spuds out there. But it is, I got 40 degrees, a little foggy and misty and wet outside, so I'm kind of staying on the warm side of the door today. Did get out this morning, and I picked up an order the wife had at Sam's and ran by the drugstore on the way home, and that's about it. I went out and got the mail. That's all I've done today, Dustin. Just want to check in and say hi. Thank you for running the net and picking me up, and I will send it back and let you get on down the list. This is KD5AFS 73.
All right there, Grant. Well, it sounds like you had quite the day there and got lots of things done. So stay on the warm side of the door there, my friend. 73, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. Well, let's go over here to my partner in crime, KD8SLG, Just Nick. Let go of the rope. Take it away.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Dustin and all the Boredom Breaker netizens. Just let it go. You got it, man. That's what they tell me I should do. Good to hear you. I miss all y'all, but I'm going to do my bit for you for tonight. The Beaconette tonight at 10 o'clock. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Early check-ins start a half hour before the net starts, and tonight I believe Nancy is going to be doing the pre-show. It's Allstar Link 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R, and if you can get here, you can get there because we are linked up with the Boredom Breaker Hub. So, hope to hear a bunch of you there tonight. I have no responsibilities whatsoever, but I'll be there to say hi, that's for sure. Good to hear you, Dustin. Fine business. KD8SLG, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, very good there, Nick. And just one correction for you tonight. Eric, KVZA, who was up before you, is going to be doing the pre-show. I believe it's set up for Eric to do it tonight. And then I think we have Miss Lucy next week. And then Miss Nancy will be on the 19th there. And that will be February. And I'm working on March and April's schedule right now, but it's in the air. So, Nick, heal up there. Can't wait for you to be back. I certainly miss having you behind the curtain there. And we look forward to you coming back there eventually. So we're going to say 73 to you for now, and we're going to go over to Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ, the net control for the next hour. How are you, Miss Nancy?
KD8 EPC and the rest of the Boredom Breaker netizens, good afternoon from KI5OZZ, where I am snug and cozy on the warm side of the door because it is wet, cold, and nasty outside. Although it could be worse, it sure looks like gloom and doom outside. So I'm just going to stay in here and play on the radio and listen to other people play on the radio. So there you go. Thanks for having me, and I'll be standing by for the top of the hour. Good to hear, everyone. 7-3 for now. KI5OZZ. Back to net.
All right there, Miss Nancy. Will you stay on the warm side of the door? And it's great to hear you, and we'll look for you here in about, 19 minutes or so. We're going to say 73 to you, and that's going to bring me over to Joe now. KJ5JDU, how you doing?
Good afternoon, KJ5JDU. My name is Joe. This is my first time on this net, and I'm grateful to be here and hearing so many wonderful operators out there. Again, I'm just happy to be here, and I have no real traffic to share. It's gloomy here as well in West Memphis, Arkansas. We're just stone's throw from Memphis, Tennessee, and hoping for, I guess it's supposed to rain the next day or so here. So once that passes, hopefully we'll see bright sun again.
All right there, Joe. Well, we're glad to have you, and I hope the weather cooperates for you. And let me be the first to welcome you to the Boredom Breaker Net. You can find us every day at noon Central Time, and we're on Allstar Node 49562, Echolink N5XQK, and various repeaters all throughout the country and the world there. Did you have anything else for us today, Joe?
I do not have anything else at this time. Just wanted to say have an update, everybody, and definitely appreciate y'all. Look forward to seeing you again.
All right there, Joe. We'll say 73. Thanks again, and come back and join us when you can. Joe is the bottom of the list. This is KD8 EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I have plenty of time and plenty of empty lines to fill, so stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8 VOX, Scott in Vermillion, Ohio. Back to you, sir.
All right, let me hold it up right there. The only thing I got out of that was K8VOX Scott over there in Vermilion. I know there was somebody else trying, but you're really noisy. You want to try it again? Give me your call a few times phonetically. All right there, station. I'm real sorry. I just cannot quite make you out. You're just too noisy there. We'll try you again here in a minute, but in the meantime, let's go talk to Scott, K8VOX. What do you know, Scott?
Good morning, Dustin. Good morning, all the listeners. K8VOX. I guess it's afternoon now. I've been doing a lot of research this morning, this afternoon, trying to put together a 220 repeater with 2 radios. The research got me down to where I'm stuck at what duplexer, diplexer, or whatever they call what one to get. And that's been pretty much it. Been staying inside besides letting the dogs out every 10 minutes or so. So it's been a pretty busy morning here as far as me actually doing research and not getting nothing done. So that's all I got there, Dustin. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for getting me in. And 73, this is K8VOX, sending it back to net control.
All right there, Scott, K8VOX. Well, I hope you get it figured out there. And the duplexer is definitely important. I started building a VHF repeater, but then the repeater died, so that project's been at a standstill. So I'd like to get back to it here soon, and maybe I will. But we're going to say 73 to you for now, and we're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
WB5EST, Whiskey Bravo 5, Victor Sierra Tango with a question.
Waters, West Virginia. KF8XO, Dave and Green.
All right, I picked up a couple there. I have WB5VST, looks like Ben, and I have KF8AXO David. I think that other one was Justin in West Virginia. Would you come back with your call a couple of times? All I got was West Virginia.
Sure thing. Call is Kilo 2 Lima November. Kilo 2 Lima November. K2LN. Name's Justin in Falling Waters, West Virginia. QSL.
All right, QSL, Kilo 2 Lima November. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, got cut off the first time, so all I got was West Virginia. So we got you on the list, and we'll be right back to you. Let's go up here. We had a question from Ben, WB5VST. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is WB5EST. Hoping that there may be some GMRS people out there that can tell me where to go find the local GMRS repeaters. I know that there's some standard numbers, but there are also some hams putting stuff up and doing their own PLs. And I don't know where to go find those. I hear them, but I can't get into them.
Oh boy, well I'm not local, but I know a lot of those guys down there have their GMRS licenses. I'm trying to think of who, I'm trying to think of who you might contact there. You know what? If you stand by for a minute, let me get through this list, and then if anybody can answer Ben's question there, stand by for a minute, Ben, and I'll get right back to you. Just let me get through these other two here and see if anybody can answer you. Actually, you know what? Let me see. AI5HV, Greg, are you still out there? All right, nothing heard. Yeah, stand by there, Ben, and somebody might be able to give you a recheck in just a minute. Let's go down here to West Virginia and talk to Justin. K2LN, how you doing?
W8WKY.
Yes, this is K2LN doing well, and ironically enough, I am into GMRS. So, a couple of things you can check. Repeater Book does support the listing of GMRS repeaters. So if you go to repeaterbook.com, they should be able to point you in the right direction. There's also My GMRS is another potential place where the repeaters might be listed along with their PLs and whether they're open or not on both services. I'll also add that the unofficial traveling PEL tone for GMRS repeaters is 141.3. Again, that's 141.3 as the PL tone for GMRS. That's where I got my start in radio and kind of jumped off into the deep end as far as amateur radio goes. So hopefully that helps that other gentleman that was out there. I apologize, I didn't have a pen handy to write down the call sign, but let's see here. It's 36 degrees here in Falling Waters. So quite the drop from nearly 50 degrees the last few days. We have some winter weather that's due in this evening and moving into Thursday. So hopefully we don't get too much. And I've heard rumors that next Tuesday, Wednesday or so, we'll have possibility of getting a foot of snow. So looking forward to and also not looking forward to that. I just wanted to check in and say hello to everyone. Love the opportunity to get in here and exercise my 220 capabilities. And Dustin, you are a fantastic net. It's always a pleasure hearing you. This is K2LN. I'll send it back to net control. 7-3 all.
All right there, Justin. Well, thanks for stopping by and thanks for the info there. I don't know a whole lot about GMRS. Actually, I don't use any UHF much for anything except for my nodes, so there you go. We'll say 73 to you. Thanks again for joining us. Great to hear you out there, and I'll catch you down the log. That's going to bring me over to Dave now, KF8AXO. Afternoon, Dave. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm doing well. I don't have much for the net today. I just thought I'd stop in and say hi on my way to work and have you guys tell you guys have a nice day and enjoy what we have given us today. Thanks, Dustin. Back to you.
All right there, Dave. We'll say 73. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll catch you again later on this evening. Let's jump on over to Maryland and talk to Eddie, W3ETB. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, Dustin. We got 35 degrees here in Annapolis, and we got 1.6 mile an hour winds. So it's a little cool out there. So I haven't been outside today. I'm staying in as much as I can. And also, too, just wanted to say hi and hope Nick is feeling much better and his ankle is healing. And so hopefully I'll be able to get on to the night as well. So I'll turn it back to you, W3ETB, back to net.
All right there, Eddie. Great to hear you. I picked up the wrong microphone, started talking on the other microphone there. Whoops. Great to hear you, my friend. Have a great afternoon. Hope to catch you again this evening. All right, this is KD8PC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now. Well, boy, we don't like awkward pauses there. This is KD8PC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I'm at the bottom of the list. I have plenty of time and empty lines to fill. Stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
KO4KAD. And Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango.
All right, I picked up two there. I have KO4KAD, Randy, and I have W7STT, Cal. Let's start here at the top with Randy, KO4KAD. Good afternoon. KO4KAD, Randy, take it away. Nothing heard. Let's go try Cal, W7STT. How you doing, Cal?
KD8EPC and the net W7STT. Yeah, doing quite well today. Had a little, let's see, it's 54 degrees, and either a light fog or a heavy mist out there. I'm not sure. I hadn't stuck my head out to see if it would get wet dropping on it, but it looked like it was misty, and one of those damp, cool days, not cold, icy or anything, just cool, and everything going all right. Got through with lunch there and sitting back resting and done. For a moment I heard you say into the net, call now, and I, whoop, better wake up and do something. I'm glad I did. Anyway, we're just sitting here enjoying a little relaxation. Got a little dog, I should say puppy, but he's adult, but he's a small dog laying on my lap here, keeping me warm, so we're doing all right. Other than that, Dustin, don't have a whole lot, except we'll sure be happy to pass along our 7.3s to everybody, and you've had a pretty good net. For a few folks to get in, maybe they'll wake up and get on here and say something, although it's getting close to the end of the hour, but Miss Nancy will be on here a little bit, and we'll have to give her a lot of trouble, too. We appreciate you holding the net and letting everybody have their say, and enjoyed it. It's one of those things that, it helps fill my day, because that's all I have is time anymore, and do a puzzle or this or that, and listen to the radio and chit-chat once in a while. It does fine. We'll say 7.3s, and as old Tennessee Ernie Ford used to say, may the good Lord take a liking to you. KD8EPC in the net, W7STT, 7.3s all.
All right there, Cal. Well, wonderful to hear you out there today, as always, my friend. It's a pleasure. We're going to say 73 for now, and we'll look forward to catching you again there down the log next time. Cal was at the bottom of my list. I've still got a couple of minutes and plenty of empty lines to fill, so stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Nick, please check in Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike, KI5WDM Donald in the Osage. And I think I'm in a spot where we can get a signal back and forth.
All right, we'll take them one at a time, and you're sounding real good there, KI5WDM. Donald, how are you?
Well, I'm not doing what I planned to do. I planned on staying inside out of this cold, damp air. Wife needed me to go to Bartlesville and pick up some medications for her, so that's what I'm doing. And Just, I'm in Bartlesville, which is horrible for radio reception, so I'm sitting on top of the hill right now so I can get in. That's all I've got, and I'll let you have net back, and I wish you 7-3s and everybody else 7-3s, and God bless. This is KI5WDM. Just wanted to get in on your hour for the count, buddy.
W8WKY.
All right there, Donald. Well, glad to have you with us today, and glad you were able to make it in with me on my first hour, so I really appreciate that. We're going to make one more quick call here. Any other check-ins? Or actually, my hour is up here, so I'm not going to make another call. I'm going to look for Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ. Are you ready to take to helm?
KD8 EPC, this is KI5OZZ. Yes, sir, I am. I'll go ahead and let you sign.
All right, you should have the green there. I just sent it over to you. I'd like to thank everybody that checked in with me on my hour. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to y'all on the next one. And make sure you stop in with Nancy, give her the business, and we couldn't do this net without all our wonderful check-ins. With that, this is KD8 EPC. I'm going to say 73, and I'm turning net control over to KI5OZZ. Have a great net, Miss Nancy. Get lots of check-ins.
Thanks so much there, Dustin. I'll clear with KD8 EPC, and thank you so much for the kind words, and have a wonderful afternoon. Appreciate you handling the first hour. Sound like you had a great net. Well, good afternoon, ladies and germs. This is Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ, the Oz. The handle is Nancy, November Alpha, November Charlie Yankee, and I'll be your net control for the remainder of the net this afternoon. And like Dustin said, without our check-ins, we wouldn't have the wonderful nets that we have. And with that, let me give it a break. With that, the subject of the day is going to you all. I'm going to put the ball in your court, and I want you to tell me what topics you would like to see covered on my hour of the net. So whatever your heart's desire, as long as it's radio friendly. Hi. And so with that, I'm going to pick up Eddie out of the Blue Room first real quick. W3ETB, your short time. Welcome to the net. Come on in, Eddie.
Hi there, Nancy. And that's a really loaded question here. What subjects would we like to see as questions on the net? There's been a lot of them covered, quite a bit. So I think one time I did favorite hobbies, first radio. I think with the last one I did last Friday, what was your first radio? Ham radio is always a good subject to talk about, and there's a lot of people that are interested in it, of course. I don't know about some of the other types of hobbies that people might have, childhood things that they did. Like I said, it's a loaded question. There's a lot of things that could be talked about. Anyway, I just wanted to stop in and say hi. I got to get downstairs and try to see if I can scrape together some stuff for dinner. I got a little 7-inch monitor, actually touch screen display for one of my Raspberry Pis, and I'm trying to see if I can get that hooked up and working. If it doesn't blow up the Raspberry Pi, I'll be in good shape. So we'll see what happens there. Turn it back to you there, Nancy. W3ETB, back to next.
Fine business there, Eddie, and good luck with that, and thank you for the suggestions. And I'm just was running out of material, things to ask, and maybe I just had writer's block or a FUD kind of day, so I figured I'd get everyone else involved in it. 73 at you, Eddie. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and with that, I will go ahead and throw it open to any and all check-ins. Please come in with your call phonetically and alphabetically, please, for this afternoon's Boredom Breaker Net. This is KI5OZZ for the net. Come on in.
KCA, Fox Queen Victor. Good afternoon, Oz, KSFQV.
And Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango, W7STT, Cal still down here in Garland County, Arkansas.
Kilo Zulu 4 Echo Sierra James, Alamance County, North Carolina.
Kilo 4 India Oscar Hotel, Michael in West Memphis, Arkansas.
Kilo 4 Bravo Delta X-Ray, Brandon in North Carolina, K4BDX.
Let me hold it up right there. I know that the nodes for the Carolinas are going to drop. So, James, I'm going to let you go first. KZ4 station, come back with your whole call for me, please.
Kilo Zulu 4 Echo Sierra James, Alamance County, over.
Splendid, James, welcome to the net. What kind of subjects would you like to see me cover on the net?
Well, I love history and best of all, local history. If someone could say something about their local history, that'd be awesome.
Roger that. Local lore is always fascinating, especially involving buildings that may or may not be in existence anymore.
Roger, there's a lot of that, especially here in North Carolina. It seems like they're tearing down everything to build something new.
W.
And with that, I think we lost the Carolinas. So K4BDH, Brandon, I'll put him in the net, but obviously we're not going to be able to talk to him because that connection dropped. Doggone it anyway. Let's see. I've got KC8FQV at the top of the list, Whiskey 7STT Cal. I've got KK4IOH Michael out in West Memphis on the rest of the list. So let's head on up to Mark and see what you got to say. How's Aurora this afternoon, and any suggestions you have for the net?
Nancy, could you please add WA8KOC?
Well, KSLP, I don't know. I guess just go with what we've been doing. It's not broken, I don't think. I don't think it's broken. Well, yeah, part of it's broken. Yeah, Nick's behind the curtain. He's really broken. He can't get in all the time. He can. But yeah, he has to be careful. You don't, try to do them Wonder Hero things. Them don't work. The Wonder Heroes, they can break you. But everything else is going good here. Yeah, just don't break your pieces and parts because it's not worth it. So keep yourself all in one piece. So we'll send it back to net, KSFQV.
All righty. Well, thank you for that, Mark. Yes, it's always good to be nice to yourself and be nice to your radios. And make sure and don't forget your 8 there, Mark. Appreciate hearing from you. We'll clear with KC8FQV and come on down to Cal, W7STT, How's Arkansas?
KI5OZZ, Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango. Well, Arkansas is doing pretty well. Damp, cool. We're still about 54, 54 degrees. And it looks like it might be a light fog or a heavy mist. I'm not sure. I hadn't stuck my head out to find out. As far as a potential subject, one that has always mystified me, and it's strictly ham radio, is an unusual, rare, or particularly interesting QSO or QSL. Like, for instance, one time many years ago now, 20, 25, maybe, close to 25 years ago, I had a real nice QSO with a maritime mobile who was anchored off the coast of Costa Rica.
and we had a real nice chat. I sent him a QSL card, and a few weeks later I got a letter back saying, I'm sorry, I cannot confirm our QSO and gave the date that I had given. He said because my records were lost when my boat sank, so that's about the only really something really wow I can recall just offhand. And it makes a fella thankful that my boat hadn't sunk yet. Of course, I don't have a boat, but that's different. But it didn't sink. Anyway, we're, like I said, looking at 54 degrees, a little moisture out there, and you may have a more intelligent comment coming up from someone else, so I'll just back off and let them have it, and pass along our 73s and 88s to the better-looking part of the contacts, and as old Tennessee Ernie Ford used to say, may the good Lord take a liking to you. KI50ZZ, Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango, 73's all.
And right back at you there, Cal. It's great to hear from you, and thank you for the suggestion. And boy, that is some horrible luck with that contact you made, but at least he remembered you. And it's not as bad as Travis's deal with the boat. He lost a radio because in the sailboat, lightning struck the mast. So not an unusual contact as far as talking to another ham, but definitely an unusual contact. So good stuff there. Thank you, Cal. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And let's pick up Michael, KK4IOH. How's it going in West Memphis?
K5OZZ and the net. Good afternoon, Boredom Breakers and Nancy. It's about the same here on this end of Arkansas as what Cal has. We've just got a foggy, drizzly day and about 53 degrees. And as for and I'm just enjoying my lunch break, so I'm not in a creative mind. I've actually turned that off for a little bit here to talk to you guys. But to answer your question, first of all, I always enjoy your hour, and you always ask great questions. I'm down for anything that keeps us just from being a bunch of letters and a name on your list just to be part of the count. So anything that makes us contribute and speak a little bit, I'm down for. I most enjoyed the hour where you asked about our Elmers. I thought that was really interesting with everybody sharing about people who influence their ham radio lives, and I like Cal's suggestion. So I'm just going to go with whatever you ask. I'll try to have something to contribute. And with that, I'm going to get back to the chicken sandwich here and let you keep building your list up. Back to net, KK4IOH.
Fine business there, Michael, and great to hear from you and all of our family from all over the world. And you make sure and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. 73 to you. We'll clear with KK4IOH. And with that is the bottom of the list at the moment. So we are taking suggestions as far as what topics you all would like to hear me cover on my Hour of the Net on Wednesdays. So with that, please come with your call phonetically and alphabetically. This is KI5OZZ for the net. I'm listening.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC, Fred in Akron.
K4BDX, Kilo 4, Bravo Delta X-Ray, Brandon in North Carolina.
Kilo 5, Oscar Sierra Bravo, K5OSB, Lloyd in Tulsa.
Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra,
Kilo,
Gary in Carolina.
Alpha Foxtrot Sierra.
Q8, Sierra Pod Toaster, Mark in Wadsworth, Ohio.
Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, Greg in Broken Arrow.
All right, well, let me pick it up there and confirm the list. And first of all, my apologies to Brandon. I had written you down as BDH, not BDX. So my apologies for that. And apparently you're coming in on your own node. And lovely to have you. I know that the repeater that hooks us up in the afternoon pretty much cuts off at, I think it's 4 minutes after the top of the hour or something like that. But I got K4BDX in there, Brandon. OSB Lloyd, K5AFS Grant, KE8SFS Mark. I got, let me make sure I got this, Whiskey 5 JHC, is that correct?
Correct. Juliet Hotel Charlie.
Splendid, got you on the list, and tail gunner for that set is going to be Greg, AI5HV. So, Brandon, let me pick you up first. Welcome to the show this afternoon, K4BDX. Welcome. And again, my apologies, and what topics would you like to see me cover on the net in the afternoon?
Hello, good afternoon. This is K4BDX. No apologies needed. It's just one of those things. It's fine. As far as topics go, like the last guy said, whatever gets us engaged in talking is perfectly fine with me. I like history. I like radio stuff. Pretty easy to get along with. Even what's your favorite cup of coffee sometimes is good. Anyway, I have checked in before, but this is my first check-in with my new call sign. So if you want to update me in the system or however that works, I was previously KR4AML. I am now K4BDX. This is Brandon in Stokesdale, North Carolina. Back to you, Net Control.
Well, fine business, Brandon, and congratulations on your new custom call. That is excellent to hear, and thank you for the kind words and for the suggestions. And yes, we love hearing from our family near and far. Great to have you on the show this afternoon. We'll clear with K4BDX, and I'm sure that'll be updated. I don't have the login for my own Netlogger account, so I have to update things and on the regular. So as that happens, when someone with the real deal membership to Netlogger goes over that and puts that in there, then it'll update for me as well. So great to hear you, Brandon, and you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We'll clear with K4BDX, and let's hop down here and pick up Lloyd, K5OSB. Welcome to the show this afternoon. What kind of things would you like to hear us cover on the net in the afternoon?
K5OZZ, the K5OSB. Good afternoon, Miss Nancy. Thanks for running the hour. We do appreciate it. Well, I tell you what, something that kind of interests me, you might ask them what was their very first vehicle before they, when they start out driving. That's always kind of interesting to see, what your first vehicle was. So that's just another idea. But hope everything is going well with you, Nancy. I'm feeling better. My dialysis stuff is going good for right now, and things seem to be going in the right direction. So anyway, hopefully I can get back in here and get back on the register here pretty soon. So thanks again for being here, and we appreciate you, Nancy. So take care, 7 threes, and we'll catch you later. K5OSB, back to Net Control.
Fine business there, Lloyd, and yeah, you know what? I did bring that up quite a few weeks ago. Gosh, I want to say that was a couple of months ago. What was your first vehicle? And the answers were outstanding and wonderful to hear. And a couple of surprises were in there too. So maybe we'll do that again just for giggles, because cars are always a fun thing to talk about. But thank you so much for your kind words. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. And 73 at you there, Lloyd. We'll clear with K5OSB. And let's pick up Grant, KD5AFS. Welcome to the show this afternoon. What kind of subject matter would you like to see me cover on the net?
KEAQ.
W8WKY.
KI5OZZ, KD5AFS. Good afternoon, Nancy, and everybody else out there. I don't really care, Nancy. I find a lot of the subjects really interesting, and some of them I don't. Like, what's your favorite candy bar? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite kind of pie? How many times can you ask that stuff? But some of them I find interesting. I don't do a question on my hour. Mainly because I'd have to think of something, and I don't like thinking. But other than that, Nancy, just wanted to check in and say hi, all's well here. Thank you for running the net and picking me up. This is KD5AFS, back to net control.
Oh, fine business there, Grant. I heard your phone ringing in the background, and I hope you're able to hear the congratulations for making number 42 today, which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So, Grant, you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and 73 at you. We'll clear with KD5 AFS. And there was a KE8, I want to say Q call. If you'll hold that for when I call for check-ins, that'd be splendid. Let me finish up the last three on the list here, and I'll call for more check-ins. KE8SFS, Mark, good afternoon. Welcome to the net. And what kind of subject matter would you like to see me cover on the net? This is KI5OZZ for the net. Maybe you had to pick up a phone call or something, too. I'll give you one more try. KE8SFS, Southern Mark. Welcome to the net. Well, maybe I'll circle back around and catch him on the tail end here. Let's pick up Jack, W5JHC. Welcome to the net this afternoon. What kind of subject matter would you like to see me cover when it's my net? This is KI5OZZ.
W5JHC. Thanks, Nancy. Hope you're doing well. It's been quite a long time. I'll take the easy route. I always find it fun to hear what people have done in ham lately this week and what they didn't like in ham this week. So any operational type stuff is good. Sometimes you find something new. Sometimes you find something painful, like I did, having to re-image a computer 15 times this week just to try to figure out how to get Ubuntu and a DigiRig to work happily with FT8 and an ICOM. That's not a tongue twister. I don't know what it is. Just want to get in the count. I'll move out of the way so everybody else can say hi. Hope you're all doing good. 73 is as usual. W5JHC.
Jack, and great jacking with you again. Hi. On the radio, and thanks for the suggestion. You make sure and have a wonderful Wednesday, and 73 at you. We'll clear with W5JHC. And come on down to Greg in Broken Arrow, AI5HV. What topics would you like to see me cover when it's my net? This is KI5OZZ for the net.
Hello, KI5OZZ in the net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, and I'm going to take a little bit different approach. So I would think maybe if you ask some questions about are there some specific modes that people are interested in learning about, and I realize that this isn't really a training net as such, but if you ask that question about are there certain modes that people are interested in learning more about, like Allstar or DV Switch or Echolink or FT4, FT8, kind of like a poll of if you're trying to learn a new part of ham radio. If you then took the results of that poll, you could feed it back to Jeff Smith, Jeff Scoville, etc. And they could potentially turn that into a learning opportunity for maybe a tech type of a net for that Rogers County group could sponsor and maybe do a live stream on a net or something like that.
Oh, that is fantastic business and a fine idea. And, you know, Travis, KD5UND, he did do a TechNet on the Broken Arrow machine, the 910, once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away. And I don't believe there is anything like that currently going on in our area. And, you know what, for me personally, that's kind of that, you know, dang it, I missed the boat and now it's gone. And I wish it was there again. And I know NC5EE used to give a lessons on CW on, oh gosh, what was that? Mike's repeater out in Sepulpa, KI5EGH. I can't remember the frequency, but he used to do that, and I think out here on the Rose machine too, which is 147 Mark 985. And he's playing around with doing it again, but hasn't, you know, really made himself and kicked himself around to make it happen yet. But great suggestion. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Nancy. And regarding a CW net, Kai Vargas, Kilo Yankee 5 Victor Alpha Romeo, is doing a CW net on Monday nights on one of the Tulsa Amateur Radio Club repeaters. Can't remember which one, and I can't remember what time it is, but you could reach out to Kai Vargas, and he could give you more information on that. The other one, as far as a technical training net, I remember Ron, KB5VDB, he used to do a net on Friday nights, and like every other Friday night or whatever, he'd talk about a technical topic on his net. That was on the 14691 repeater, but as I understand it, Ron's health is not doing real good right now, and I think he has not been doing that net for a while now.
Yeah, I know Ron has not been in much more than failing health, unfortunately, in the recent past. So, yeah, him having to stay on the radio for, you know, extended lengths of time is pretty hard on his respiratory system, and that kind of sucks because he was the first contact I ever made on the 8.5 machine. The 8.5, the SuperNet.
Yeah, well, I definitely hate it that Ron's health is not, you know, not conducive to him being on the radio a lot. He has a lot to tell, a lot of information to share with folks. A great guy, and just want to wish him and his family the best there. But just a couple of suggestions there to think about. And Nancy, hope you are having a wonderful day. Judy's around here and working on some chores right now, but she said hi, and I just want to say thank you for running the net this hour. I appreciate you. Hope you and yours have a wonderful rest of your week. And with that, I will turn it back over to you. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
Fine business there, Greg, and you make sure and say howdy back to Miss Judy for me, and give Smokey and Ginger a scritch on their ears for me. Of course, you know, dogs like scritches on their rears too. Hi. 73 Hatches here, Greg, and have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with AI5HV. And in the middle of that set, there was a KE8Q call. I didn't quite get all of your call. If you would come back with your full call, that would be splendid. This is KI5OZZ for the net. Well, nothing heard on that, but I will, I promised Mark I'd circle around, so here I am spinning circles. Let's see if we can pick up Southern Mark in Ohio, KE8SFS. Are you out there with us?
W8WKY.
I just got an important telephone call. I put my car in for repair last Monday, and because I got an odd bill and before Christmas, and well, their insurance company just called and said they talked with the collision place and a total loss. I lost my car, so I got to go up there and clean it out and whatever, and end up looking for another car. Shoot, that really get me mad. I don't know what to do, on things like this, But out of that, that's pretty much it there, and out of that, I don't have too much to say after this. So I'm going to give it back to you, Nancy. You're on the net good. QA Sheriff Otto, sir.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for the kind words and coming back to us. And glad, but not really, that you got that phone call. And, I really can't say much about these companies besides I think they're organized crime that's been made legal. But that's just my opinion, and they have far too much overreach. So with that, I wish you the very best on getting that sorted out and getting another ride. So hopefully you will have a better rest of your Wednesday, but at least you got something to do now, right? Hi. We'll clear with KE8SFS, and that really kind of sucks. Sorry to hear that, Mark. And excuse me, with that is the bottom of the list. So I'll be taking some more check-ins. We're talking about what you as participants of the net would like to hear everyone else talk about for my hour on Wednesday afternoon. So if you have any suggestions, come at me with them. This is KI5OZZ for the net.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC.
Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar Mobile. I have arrived at my destination, so I will be in and out. Good afternoon, Nancy.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIB John in Ohio with a recheck.
Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. This is Gary in Fairlawn, Ohio, with a recheck as well.
Kilo Charlie 8 and November Oscar Victor KC8 NOV Marty Streetsboro will be in and out listening.
Tango Alpha 3, Mike Tango Tango. Hello from Turkey, from Izmir. Hello everyone. I hope that you are all healthy and you are perfect now. Enjoy it. Thanks.
You have to unkey.
now that we got the dead key out of the way. There was a 3 Mike Tango Tango call that came in. If you're using Echolink, I know that can be tricky to learn about making sure to hang it up, if you will. But let me read off the rest of the list here. I've got AB8MO, thank you for your in and out, and sorry you weren't able to stick around, but thank you for that. Good to hear you, Andy. And I got John, probably at the salt mine, KE8UIB. I got Gary, AA8CS, and Marty, KC8NOV. Thank you for your in and out. Much appreciated there. At the top of the list, there was an N5, a November 5 Alpha station. I did not get all of your call. If you would come back with your call for me, please.
November 5 Alpha Lima November N5 ALN, Allen, and Marion, Arkansas.
And Nancy, could you please add WA8KOC, Fred and Akron?
All right, Alan, I got your full call in there, N5ALN, and picked you up as well, Fred, WA8KOC. Real quick, Fred, are you mobile?
No, I'm stationary. I'll be here.
All righty, well, let me try to clear up the, I want to say it was a DX call that came in. There was a 3 Michael Tango Tango call. If you could come back with your full call for me, please.
Hi again. This is Tango Alpha 3 Mike Tango Tango from Turkey, from Izmir. I'm sorry I made a mistake to shut down my call. Hello from Turkey. I hope that you're all fine and good. Thanks.
Oh, thank you kindly, good sir, and you're more than welcome to hang out and wait for your turn on the set. I've got Tango Alpha 3, Mike Tango Tango, and we are open to calls from all over the world, so it's good to hear from our family in Turkey. But let me go up to the top of the list here and grab Alan N5LN. Welcome to the show this afternoon. This is KI5OZZ. I'm taking requests for topics to cover on my Hour of the Net on Wednesday afternoon. So if you have any suggestions, lay it on me. This is KI5OZZ for the Net.
Good afternoon, Nancy, and everyone on the net. This is Alan, November 5, Alpha Lima November, checking in from Marion, Arkansas. I think that any topic that could help the newer hams out would be fantastic, myself included. Some of us that have been in the hobby for a little while tend to forget what it was like first getting in and not having a clue about some of the basic things as far as how to program a repeater pair into a radio, explaining how that repeater works, what a PL tone is, squelch settings, if you run an encode and a decode. Just a lot of simple stuff that we take for granted that I think a lot of the newer hams just don't know about, and we failed to teach them. So any and everything to Elmer new hams, I think that should be a great topic. Appreciate you calling the net, Nancy, and we'll turn it back over to Net Control 73's N5ALN.
W8WKY.
Fine business there, Alan, and thank you so much for that, and my apologies for the pause because my node decided to pick up and blurb out its ID when it's my turn to talk. Crazy thing. Good night. I tell you, it has the worst manners. Anyway, good to hear from you, Alan, and yes, thank you for the suggestion on that. That is a fantastic subject to cover. I'll bid you 73 for the time being, and clear with N5ALN. And thank Andy, AB8MO, for your in and out once again. And let's pick up John, KE8UIB, welcome to the net this afternoon, taking suggestions. This is KI5OZZ for the net.
KI5OZZ from KE8UIB. Good afternoon, Nancy, everybody out there on the net. And I really don't have any major suggestions. Maybe one on ham radio bloopers. Your funniest or most embarrassing moment on ham radio would be pretty funny. But you know, I'm one of the ones, I really love the weekly questions. I always find it to be very nostalgic, and you come up with great questions, so it's really hard to give a good suggestion other than keep doing what you're doing, that's for sure. With that, this is KE8UIB working away here in good old Hartville, Ohio, living the $5 dream a nickel at a time. I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3s, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Nancy.
And thank you, John, for piping in there. That is a fantastic suggestion, and I'm sure going to be worth the time to spend on it. You make sure and have a great rest of your Wednesday at the salt mine, and make sure to work the job and not let it work you. Hi. 73 to you, and we'll clear with KE8UIB, and let's pick up Gary, the fearless leader of the SARA Club in Ohio. Welcome to the net this afternoon. My pleasure to have you. AA8CS. Suggestions for my topics for the net.
Good afternoon, Nancy. Absolutely my pleasure to be here. Thanks for doing the net. And I just had to check again and get in here and say hello to you. You just talked to John, KE8UIB, who one of my favorite people on the radio. And by the way, you, Nancy, are in that group as well. It's kind of a big group, by the way, because I have a lot of favorite people on the radio, but just got to love John living the $5 dream a nickel at a time. I have adopted that for my own purposes, but he's a very interesting guy, and we do certainly love having him around, that's for sure. Nancy, good to hear you. As far as topics, I feel kind of reluctant to suggest stuff, only because I'm not always here. Afternoons are typically kind of find me busy, but I knew you were going to be on this afternoon. I wanted to jump back here and give you a shout, that's for sure. But I will offer a couple things. Either maybe your favorite book or your latest favorite read. That could be interesting and telltale. Your favorite spirits. I know in Ohio here, the Ohio Liquor Board is they propagate bourbon quite a bit. Don't know if people have favorite bourbons or anything like that. That could be interesting. Or maybe even another interest, or if you have more than one hobby other than ham radio, what might that be, and some peculiarities associated with other hobbies. That could be interesting as well. Other than that, Nancy, I don't have a whole lot. Again, I just wanted to say hello to you. It was good hearing Ray in there and hearing you for the second time today. And Wild and Woolly Wednesday, that's what it is. Nancy, we'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully, on the Barometer net. And with that, let me turn it back to you. You do a good job, and actually you do a great job, and certainly a pleasure, one of my pleasures to be associated with you and this net. With that, turning it back, this is AA8CS, back to net.
Well, Gary, thank you so much for the kind words. It's very flattering coming from the president of the SARA Club there in Ohio. And I might say your flattery and buttering up works wonders. But thank you for the suggestions. You make sure and have a woolly bully Wednesday. Hi. And keep throwing the nickels in the jar. and we'll clear with Gary, AA8CS, and let's pick up, let's see, Marty was in and out, KC8NOV, thank you so much for that. Great to hear you tuning in. Let's pick up our Turkish station, Tango Alpha 3, Mike Tango Tango. Welcome to the net this afternoon. Give us your name if you would please.
Hello again. Tango Alpha 3 Mike Tango Tango. My name is Mehmet. I'm living in Izmir. And I want to say something about my first transmitting after I took my license, my ID. I was really stressed and I was really not to know how to make a call on the amateur radio operations. Then I came here, I found this platform, I downloaded it, I did everything formally, then after I drank. Because I want to talk, I want to say something to the air. I thought that I can do it, but I drank so much at that time. Then I said, this is Tango Alpha 3, my Tango Tango like that. Then after I shut down. This is my really funny thing that the first time in my radio amateur operations, it was really fun for me and really a good experience for me, I think. Thank you very much.
Well, Ahmed, it is a pleasure to make your QSO, and welcome to the Hamley and to Ham Radio. Being newly licensed, I would encourage you to seek out the local amateur radio clubs to you, so you can get familiar with calls and your local repeaters and simplex stations, etc., like that. But we would love to have you back on the net. This net is, it starts at 12 noon Central Time, which is 1800 Zulu, every day of the week. And we are based in Claremore, Oklahoma, USA, out of the Rogers County Wireless Association's 147 Mark 090 machine. But obviously you found us through, I want to say it's Echolink, or it might be the one for iPhone. I can't remember what that one is. But we are worldwide via Ham Shack hotline, through DMR, Allstar, Echolink. The Echolink is N5XQK-Romeo, and the Allstar is 49562. And there's many other stations and nodes that connect to us that you can connect through as well. Great to hear you on there, Ahmed, and best wishes and good luck with your new hobby. And again, welcome to the Hamley. We'll clear with TA3MTT, and let's pick up Fred in Ohio, WA8KOC. Welcome to the net. This is Nancy in, KI5OZZ for the net. We're taking suggestions for topics for my hour of the net. Fred?
W8WKY.
KI5OZZ in the Boredom Breaker net, WA8KOC. Nancy, great to hear you this afternoon. Make sure that I got in here. I checked in with Dustin last hour and wanted to make sure I hit you this hour. By the way, the call, I believe, because I know these voices pretty darn well from the barometer net, I believe the one that was missed was KE8QFT, Uncle Fred in Medina. I'm pretty sure that was his voice. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And I'll second what John said. You know, I don't have a suggestion because everything you come up with is really wonderful, and you know, brings back a lot of memories for some of us, and some really fond memories actually. And you just do a bang-up job, a perfect job. And I'll ditto Gary, AA8CS, on your credibility and our thankfulness for you being here as net control operator. So I'll let you get on with all the check-ins. Thank you for taking the time to take mine. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday and rest of the week. And we'll look forward to talking to you on down the line somewhere very soon. 7-3 Nance, KI5OZZ in the Boredom Breaker Net, 7-3 to all, WA8 KOC.
Well, Fred, that is very high praise indeed coming from one of the esteemed net controls for the barometer net and other things I'm sure that you have poked your nose in with the SARA Club. And thank you so much for that. Very kind words. And I'm attempting to keep it interesting and glad you're listening along with us this afternoon. You make sure and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. And we'll bid you 73 and clear with WA8KOC. And see if Uncle Fred, KE8QFT, was that you that was trying to chime in with us? Let's throw it out there. Uncle Fred. Well, I know sometimes propagation isn't in the cards for how he's able to get into the repeater at some times during the day, so that kind of stinks. But I do love hearing him call into the barometer net. So with that, we got about 10 minutes until the top of the hour, so I'm throwing it out to you, our listeners and participants. What are some subjects that you would like to see me cover for my hour of the net on Wednesday afternoons? Please come to your call alphabetically, phonetically. This is KI5OZZ for the net. I'm listening.
On November uniform, KV5ENU, Gil. Clamor, recheck.
KI5TAQ, mobile in the taco truck.
Kilo Echo 8 Bravo Lima X-Ray Mobile, Middlefield, Ohio.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8 TLB. Randy at home today here in Ohio. 73. I'll be in and out.
Oh, that's a fine batch of hams right there. Let's see, I got KD5ENU Gil. I got KI5TAQ in the taco truck. KE8BLX, your mobile, and in and out. Thank you for checking in with us and listening along. And Randy, KE8TLB, in and out as well. Thank you for listening with us this afternoon. Let's pick up Tim in the mobile first, KI5TAQ. What are some suggestions you would like to see us cover for my hour of the net, Tim?
Good afternoon, Nancy. This is KI5TAQ. I just now entered my playground, but some of the topics that you're hearing is pretty good. Another topic that I think a lot of ham operators could also listen to would be antennas, types of antennas, and especially antennas that they could use as mag mounts. Like what I've got on the top of my car is what looks like to be a stovepipe hat that I robbed from Abraham Lincoln. One of those compact antennas, and it is very, very nice to operate with. So that's something that's to be considered. So, with that said, I'll send it back to net control. This is KI5TAQ.
Fine business there, Tim. You make sure and work the job and don't let it work you. And glad to hear you destinated there, and thank you for the suggestions. 73 at you, and we'll clear with KI5TAQ. And let's pick up Gil KD5ENU, welcome to the show this afternoon. Taking suggestions, what would you like to hear me cover on my portion of the net? This is KI5OZZ for the net.
Well, Nancy, I tell you, I don't know. We cover so many topics, it's kind of hard to pick one out. Whatever you pick is okay with me. That's all I got to say on that subject. But, well, here's one. Favorite vacation. I don't know whether you covered that before or not. That just popped in my mind. Whatever you choose is okay with me. That's what I got to say on that subject. But I want to reiterate that some drivers are not as good as you are. So you have to watch out for those drivers. The life you save might be your own or mine, as far as that goes. Anyway, I'll get out of here, and it's getting pretty well almost top of the hour. So KD5ENU, back to net control, 7-3.
Oh, fine business there, Gil, and thank you for the suggestion and for the kind words. And, definitely being kinder to our fellow motorists on the road, whether it be surface streets or interstates or anything in between, is very good advice indeed. We'll clear with KD5ENU 73 at you and have a wonderful, wild, woolly Wednesday. And let's see, well, that was pretty much it because everybody else was in and out, and I already picked up Tim in the mobile, so got room for a few more before the top of the hour. So if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see me cover on my hour of the Wednesday afternoon Boredom Breaker Net, this is KI5OZZ. I'm listening. Come on in.
Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Tango Romeo. Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Tango Romeo. Shane in Orange County, North Carolina.
This is Kilo Juliet 5 Charlie Lima Victor KJ5 Bobby, Oklahoma.
All right, let me hold it up right there. KJ5 station, are you mobile? And it broke up on your suffix. If I could get your suffix one more time, please.
W8WKY.
Yes, I am mobile. I forgot to say that part. KJ5CLD. Kilo Juliet 5 Charlie Lima Victor.
KJ5 Charlie Lima Victor got you in the mobile on Centre Mobile. Why don't you go ahead and take it, and welcome to the show this afternoon.
Like Tim mentioned a while ago, I'm kind of if anybody's had has a little 3-4 inch ghost antenna, if they've had that house,
Well, Bobby, that kind of cut you off wherever you're at on the road. It ticketed out really bad and then totally cut you off. Let me pick up Shane out in North Carolina, and I'll come back to you and see if you got a better spot. Shane, KQ4YTR, welcome to the net this afternoon. Good to hear from our Hamley in North Carolina. How's things going for you, and do you have any suggestions for the net for me?
Hey, Nancy, good to be here. I'm also mobile. Do you have a good copy on me?
Yes, sir. Whatever you're doing, you're clear as water, good sir.
Well, I'm close to the Hillsborough machine. That seems to help. Things are good, cloudy, cold here, and I would like to second the suggestion from earlier about a topic helping new hams, because I'm new. I've been doing this for about 4 months now, and I spent the first entire month researching online, reading articles, watching YouTube videos, talking as much as I was able to on the radio to find out how to do this, because there's so much to learn. It's been an awesome journey and a great hobby, but there is a lot to learn. Just the basics of linking up with a repeater and PL tones and making sure you have everything right. I think that would be a really fun topic, especially for the brand new hams that are like, what in the world, how do I do this? So I'd like to second that.
Oh, very good. And you know what? Amateur radio is one of those things that they call it amateur radio for a reason, number one. And number two, you can never learn everything there is to know, really, honestly. And thirdly, and most importantly, welcome to the Hamley. And question for you particularly, since you are new, and you have been doing some research, so kudos to you for that. But have you researched and found a local club to get involved with?
Yes, I actually joined my local club right away. They're a very good club. They're very active with MCOM and emergency operations and things like that. I come from a public service background, so that was actually why I got into this hobby. But I also am very busy, and I have not been able to spend much time with those folks yet. But I have joined a club.
Well, if you are in public service and you're in North Carolina, I can't imagine why on earth you would be so busy.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
Well, I didn't want to, zero in on anything in particular, but I hope that the North Carolina communities are getting some of the help that they desperately need. And I know a bunch of you all, just local feet-on-the-ground folks, have taken matters into your own hands and heavy equipment and started making roads where there aren't any. And you know what? That's the American spirit right there, and good on you, I have to say.
It's been amazing to see. I actually deployed to the mountains after Hurricane Helene and spent about a month out there, and got to see firsthand how critical amateur radio is to facilitate communications in emergency operations. And it was a no-brainer. I came straight home and started studying and got my ticket a couple of weeks later. But yes, it's our Appalachian folks are resilient folks, and everything's going to be okay. And it was an honor and pleasure to help them out.
Absolutely understandable, and it's sad at the same time, but wonderful to see a community come together, like I'm sure it has, that I've only gotten whispers of information about in the Appalachian community, North Carolina. When I was driving the 18-wheeler, there were several times I went up and down 40 and through the tunnels and everything, and to see that whole patch of road just completely disintegrated just blew my mind. It really did, and that's an interstate, okay? And with local roads and so on, getting to the smaller towns and communities being wiped out every bit as bad or non-existent, is just mind-blowing. And it's fantastic what folks like you in emergency services and public services have done to get, comms back up, get, roads back into place is just absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Nancy. I really appreciate it. But as I was saying, the folks of Appalachia, if we never showed up, they would be just fine because they are some hardy folks. And most North Carolinians are. I imagine a lot like Oklahomians. But I appreciate you letting me make my comments today. And I think the net's about to close here in a minute, so it's been fun talking to you.
Well, thank you for the kind words, Shane, and you make sure and tune back in. We're on 7 days a week, starting at noon Central Time or 1800 Zulu, and we have a variety of net controls. I take Wednesday afternoons, but everyone, I'm sure, is tickled to hear from any part of our family, near or far, for the net. I'll let you go ahead and clear, and I got one more I need to pick up that is mobile that came through the Blue Room and Netlogger. Well, 73 to you, and be safe out there. And keep doing what you do. We'll clear with KQ4YTR, and let's see if Bobby has got a better spot to chat with us in the mobile. KJ5CLV, can you still hear us? All righty, well, tried, and he probably just is outside of the footprint. And Jim, we got through the Blue Room here, KI7AY in the mobile. Welcome to the net this afternoon. I'm taking suggestions for topics to hit on my hour. So how are you? And give me your suggestions. KI50ZZ here for the net. You're not making it, Jim. Did you pick up the wrong mic, or what you got going on there?
W8WKY.
Well, they do call it amateur radio for a reason, and I hear you breaking the squelch, but that's all I'm getting out of you there, KI7AY. Well, seeing as you're mobile, Jim, maybe you can get in a better place. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the last call for the Boredom Breaker net this afternoon, and with that, make sure to try and give me a suggestion of things that you would like me to cover on my portion of the net. So last call for today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker net. This is KI50ZZ. I'm listening.
KD8 SYE mobile, in and out.
Delta Echo Warren from the CN Tower, Toronto, Canada.
VE3OOL Victor Echo 3 Oscar Lima, Gerald Mobile, Toronto, Ontario. In and out, just saying hi.
I got Chad in there as an in and out. Thank you, and appreciate you listening today, KD8SYE. And I got Victor Echo 3 OOL. Got you up there in Toronto as a mobile in and out as well. And then there was the other Canadian station that came in. If you could give me your call one more time for me, please.
Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. That's Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. Warren from Toronto, Canada, transmitting from the middle of the CN Tower.
Gotcha. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. Warren, good to hear you in here. And I clipped off the front end of your transmission, and there are several links that you here, so that's probably why that happened. So if you can key down and give it a second and then start chatting, we'd love that. Let's see, I also got, Victor Echo 3 OOL in and out as well.
VD3 is in and out, just stuck in traffic. Thank you.
Fine business. You make sure and motor safe out there. And let's go ahead and pick up Warren, Victor Echo 3, WDE. Welcome to the net this afternoon. Good to hear from the Canadian side of the how are things going? And do you have any suggestions for topics I can cover on the net? Well, he might have fallen off being mobile and everything, but it's great to hear from our Canadian Hamley. Gerald and Warren, both of you all have a wild, wonderful Wednesday up there, and 73 to you. Let's try one more time. Let's see, I'll clear with VE1 WDE and VE3 OOL. Thank you for your in and out one more time, KD8SYE. But Jim, Panama Jim, KI7AY, are you in a better spot for us? Well, we're not able to get anything out of Panama Jim at all, so sorry we missed you, Jim, but thanks for trying, and try and have a wild, wonderful Wednesday. And I want to thank everyone for chiming in with their suggestions today and being participants on the net. I'd like to thank the SARA Club out in Ohio for hooking us up, and all of the other links that pipe through the Boredom Breaker on any given afternoon, even if it is only for an hour. And, of course, the Rogers County Wireless Association for sponsoring the net. The N5XQK Boredom Breaker net was started in 2020, and we have been a part of it for ever since. And I've been a part of it basically since I became a ham in 2020 myself. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and draw this net to a close and thank everyone once again. Have a wild, wonderful Wednesday, and I now return this repeater back to normal amateur radio use, whatever that may be. And remember, folks, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. This is KI5OZZ 4th Net 7-3.